All right, if I could get your attention for a moment, I want to introduce our speaker for today and one of our newer SAPs, Saddleback Leather. Please introducing Jonathan and Dave here. This is one Dave comes up to speak. They make like absolutely amazing leather goods, anywhere from wallets to luggage. You've got some examples on your table. And I'll read something off their website, which I think is a great description of like what their company is about. You may have seen some of the YouTube videos, which are really funny. So on the website it says, finally a gift for a rabbi, a lawyer, and an accountant. They're all sitting in a bar with the leather corporate gifts they just received. And each one in that order says to each other, finally a gift I'll keep. This is not a joke. Seriously, it really happened. I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you. Hey, so my name is Dave Munson. I own Saddleback Leather Company. We started in 2003. This is a picture of my son and I in Morocco playing chess. We have a leather chessboard that we take with us. And then I designed so it rolls up, put it across your back, and everywhere we play around the world, we'll sign where we were, the date, and who won the game. And so this was one of my favorite chess times there. So anyway, my brother Jonathan, he's doing the corporate sales, and he heads all that up. He's you can't have one of the sales guy. He's the guy. Don't snipe him from me, don't. But anyway, so I want to talk to you today about corporate gifting, or just gifting in general. So there are you'll see some little leather gifts, and talk about gifting and not gifting things. So. We have but here's the thing, they're little gifts, so it's not like something that you would feel obligated, oh, now I feel kind of obligated. One of the chief rules of gifting is unless you're trying to get a new client or whatever, don't give them something big. It's like asking someone on a date to go to Hawaii with you. You'd be like, no, it'd be weird. Like we'll get some coffee. I'm happily married, so that doesn't happen anymore, but so I wanted to, on your table, you got a little wallet there. That wallet's one I use. It's called the card wallet. It is fantastic. So, in here, I'm going to give you guys, I got $2 bills. So, each one, would you mind handing out? So it's a gift from me to you. It's just a $2 bill. And they're cool. In fact, give it to everyone, Jonathan. So, it's a $2 bill, free gift. You didn't deserve it, didn't earn it. You just got a free gift. So this is cool. So the other day, 3 years ago, I was talking to kids, and I came in and I showed them a $2 bill. I had handed one to my daughter, one to my son. And they were like, what? This is so cool. And like, what would you guys do if they were like an $11 bill, right? You'd go, shut up, I didn't know this existed. So they were so excited. They took the $2 bill and they hold it, and we talked about it for a couple minutes, and then I took it back to the room and put it in my pocket. And I walked out of the room, and my 8-year-old son chases me down and says, Dad, what can I do to earn that $2 bill? And I said, that's a good question. Let me think about that. So I came back the next day when they were at home school, so gave them the $2 bills, and I said, here you go. This is a free gift that you didn't deserve and you didn't earn. It's just a free gift from me to you. And that is called grace. Grace is a free gift that you don't deserve and that you don't earn. So when someone in like Italy says, grazie, when you do something nice for someone, they say, grazie. Grace. They say, grace. They recognize grace. Gracias. Gracias. Muchas gracias. Wow, a lot of grace. They're acknowledging a free gift or something, a kind gesture that they didn't deserve or earn. So I want to talk about the two different kinds of gifts that you can give. Well, actually, three. One is just out of the goodness and the kindness of your heart. And we'll talk about those gifts, and then we'll talk about the kind of gift that is to say thank you to someone. It's to say grace. You have shown me goodness. A client has sent a lot of customers your way. Something has happened. Grace has happened to you, and you're going to announce it as grace. Here's a gift for you. So a way of saying thank you to clients, to employees, to to vendors, people who have done you a good turn. Show them grace by giving them a gift. And then there's a third, which is, hey, I would like to give you something to show you what we've got. And kind of a little sample, a little gift, maybe we can do business in the future. I think everyone, there's a little bit of that, which isn't wrong. It's a form of marketing. Those are also gifts that we do. We have people reach out to us all the time. Hey, well, I want to buy 100 backpacks, or I want to buy 222 duffel bags. But we don't always get the big gifts like big things. Usually it's a moleskin cover. Usually it's a set of coasters. It's something small, which are, I think, just thoughtful gifts. So we're going to go into the gifts. I wrote a little something. Oh yeah, we did some leather face masks. You can't really breathe through them. But they look Because my family's my son Ross, my daughter Stella, my amazing wife Suzette, and then myself. A little bit about our company, just a short little video. Long time ago.
Don't ride it too high. Okay.
So part of gifting grace is generosity, and so we love it. With our company, we say we're a people business, cleverly disguised as a leather bag company, and we love to give. And so when I read, there's a book on gifting. John Rulin wrote a great book on gifting. I read it, and then I thought, oh no, because I love to give. I give bags out and wallets and stuff like that. But then it says, now if you give, then you can get reciprocation. And people will feel indebted to you, and now they have to balance out this thing. And I was like, oh, now that I know that, I didn't really, it kind of ruined it. So don't think that I gave you the $2 bills so you go do business with us. But what I wanted is a gift that you will remember forever. Because it was an act of grace that was poured out on you. It's a gift that you didn't deserve or earn. And I hope that you can tell your kids that. For me, I'm a trained theologian, so I got a degree, a bachelor's in theology, Greek, and all that stuff. So grace is a big term that I love because of God's grace that He just gave us gifts that we didn't deserve or earn. So let it be an example to you that I heard this guy speaking about something and he gave me a gift. Okay. There's my old dog Blue. So this is how Saddleback leather started. So I was down teaching in Mexico, southern Mexico, teaching English, and at a school, and I needed a bag to carry my books. So I looked around all of the markets, couldn't find one, but I found a guy making bags, and he gave me. So I sketched it out. He made it. When I got back to the States, man, 4 or 5 times a day, people pat me on the back, tap me on the shoulder. Excuse me, sir, where'd you get that bag? Where could I get one of those? Where'd you get that briefcase? And so that's how it all started. And went back, moved to Mexico with my dog. We slept on the floor of a little $100 a month apartment in Juarez, Mexico. Before that, Jonathan, I brought him down after high school. We sold real estate for a while down by Mexico City, hitchhiked around Mexico, that sort of thing. But I ended up in Juarez with Blue. No hot water for 3 years. I was only spending $100 a month. So all the money I was saving, I was spending on leather bags. So this father and son, I'd sell a bag on eBay in El Paso, and then I would deposit the money into the bank in Juarez. And this guy further south, he and his son would make some bags, 3 or 4 bags, send them on the bus. To go to the bus station, and then at night I would use the mechanic shop of a friend of mine at night, use his computer to sell on eBay and answer customers and that sort of thing. Well, we got going, we really got going, and met my wife in 2006. She didn't want to live in Juarez, so I moved to San Antonio. We met on MySpace, actually. And about that's a while back. Yeah, and 9 months, 15 minutes later, had the kids, and one of the kids, and then we ended up moving to San Antonio in 2008, started the factory in Leon, Guanajuato, central Mexico. There are 300 or 400 tanneries in the town. The weather's perfect for tanning leather. So they make about 250 million pairs of shoes a year in Leon. So if you want to go to the shoe business, in your entrepreneurial spirit, that's the place to go, Leon. So we got the factory going, and we've been growing it ever since. So it's been really a lot of fun. So why gifting is important? It's really why thinking, recognizing someone else's gift to you and saying grace to them. That's important, to recognize when someone else has done good work. Or it's just right. It's like when, if you were sitting in front of a big, if someone had a concert pianist here, the best in the world, played a beautiful song at sunset, and they finished, and we didn't say anything. We just go, okay, so anyway, what about the Seahawks? I don't think Cowboys. That would be weird to not recognize something good that happened. It would be strange, it would be off, it would be wrong to not stand up and applaud, or not say, man, that was beautiful. In the same way, it feels wrong to not give a gift when a gift is deserved. When someone has given you grace, to not recognize grace. So we feel it's really important. My brother-in-law, I didn't ask permission for this, but so hopefully somehow he sees this later. Tim, sorry. On Valentine's Day, I was living in their basement in college. Valentine's Day, my sister comes up, she's crying. She says, Tim didn't give me a Valentine's Day gift. In fact, he walked in with a little bag, and then he like, I thought, oh, it's a gift. And then it was like a moon pie or something. He snuck past her. And they were newlyweds, and so she was really torn apart. So he learned after that to give a gift on Valentine's Day. So the next year, he comes to me, Dave. So I get, what happened last year? So I give her some flowers, and then guess what? She's all mad at me because she's like, well, you only give me gifts when you have to, when it's expected. Why don't you give me like March 12th or like September 13th or something? Like, why only on Valentine's and only on my birthday? So, because she didn't feel that he valued her contribution to the marriage, her contribution to him, and her love. He didn't recognize what she does for him. So, in the same way, not a lighter way, I'm talking to myself here. I've been thinking about it all day. Your employees, your vendors, to recognize their goodness and how hard they worked by giving them a gift. And we're going to go through 21 rules of gifting. Skillful gift marketing is a limitless opportunity to open doors, build relational bridges, and retain your industry's top talent. This guy, John Ruhlin, wrote a great book called Giftology. So these aren't like all my ideas, but I read this book and I thought, I'm going to take some notes on this and add what we feel about it too. So those are on the book, on the website. 21 do's and don'ts. So when you're giving a gift, I'm sure you've received crap gifts where you go, this is horrible. Like, I wouldn't even give it to my kids. Or something that's, why even give a gift? Why even give a gift? You give a gift to recognize someone or to help them to remember you and your kindness. And if you don't want it, why would you think they would want it? So as you're evaluating the gift, would you want a gift? Would you want this gift? So be thinking about it. Would you want this gift? If you give a gift, like I was saying, March 12th, September 13th, those are the best times to give a gift. Early, mid-November, great time to give a gift. When you give it at Christmas time, it's because it's expected. You have to give a gift. Everyone's giving gifts. You've been a good vendor. You've been a good salesperson. We're going to give you a gift. It's what's expected. So it doubles the impact when you give it when it's not expected. So if you can give it on November 19th, my birthday, June 21st, you can remember first day of summer, longest day of the year. If you want to give it on those days, say, just want to tell you I appreciate you. It goes so far to recognizing and appreciation of their gift to you, of trying hard and doing good work. Choose the gifts that are best in class. Okay, so let's say you want to give a gift to some super CEO, and he's worth $7 billion. What do you give that guy, right? Well, you don't give him like a $129 fossil watch, because he has he wouldn't even give it to his kids. It wouldn't be. So what you would want to do is give him top of class coffee mug, like a $50 coffee mug, like handmade, just made with unicorn tears. I mean, like the best thing ever, coffee mug, or titanium paper clips, the best ones the world has ever seen. You want to give him something that is top of class. You don't want to give. So when you're going to give a gift, it's better to even go cheaper and give a $50 gift to the billionaire than to give a $129 gift that's mediocre. So be thinking about top of class. Doesn't have the dollar value, doesn't matter. It's that they enjoy it is what matters. Don't consider this. Don't put your name on it. Put their name on it. If you put your name on it, it's just now it's a piece of advertisement. You put their name on it, and it's a true gift. That's not all the time. There are always times when you want them to remember you and that sort of thing. Remember your company, who was good to them. But at the same time, you might want to consider, and they won't forget who gave that to them if it's a good gift. You want desk time or office time. The more desk time you can get on someone, the better. The more you have your name in front of them or your gift in front of them because it was cool enough to put on their desk, now you know they're going to have it for the next 20, 30 years. You give them stress balls, those are cool and everything, but it's not going on the desk. You're giving USB adapters, you're giving Kleenex covers to go over the top of the Kleenex box, crystal clocks. Are you kidding me? But think about it. Would you want that? Hey, no offense if you like those. Let's just get that right now. I think those are good for a lot of things, but not for me. So you want to give unique or local. One of the things you might want to do is, and when you do this, it says, I thought about it. So if someone comes in town and you say, listen, I got some of this honey from this really cool company. It's a local honey here to Fort Worth, or it's these were made here. This is local to, or even something from their alma mater. Look them up. If you spend the time to get a throw blanket from their Minnesota Gophers, university, and you got it, and you embroidered, we appreciate you on their little throw blanket. Do you think that's better, or do you think maybe a stress ball would work? Like, seriously, they'll never forget it. I'm a Seahawks fan from Portland, Oregon, and that's the only football team we have up there anywhere close. And so my kids every night are covered with a Seahawks blanket. So I tuck them in every night. One of them, the other one doesn't want it. Then we have, be sure to include a handwritten note. It doesn't take much. A lot of times we have around our warehouse, we send out little bags, and customer service, we have a system, customer service sends in a note, talking to a customer, had a good time, hey, and then we'll have someone in the warehouse write, hey, John, it was great talking to you, really hope your dog gets better. Then we'll have someone write it with a Sharpie on the back of a piece of leather, we drop it in their bag, and we ship it off. But guess what? Guess what's on Facebook, Instagram, wherever? Check this out, walking around the office. Hey guys, look what I got from. This is so cool. I was talking. can't we do this kind of stuff? So it's amazing what a little handwritten note, a little personalization does for people. It really, really means that you care about them, you appreciate them. There's a book called Love and Respect. It's a marriage book, changed my marriage, greatest book for marriage was Jonathan, you can attest to it. Totally flipped their marriage around. And ours too. And we were fighting all the time, this just changed it all. Love and respect. And in there, he says, or when he's talking to people, he's like, hey, if you're going to give a gift, if you give it to a man, let it be made of leather. If you're going to be giving a gift to a man, let it be made of leather. Now, I know everyone likes leather, but I speak for a man. Men love leather. And not like, is this leather or vinyl? But leather. Everyone likes leather. All right. Don't give cash. Never give anyone cash. Unless they're $2 bills. As an example of a gift. But what a lot of times it is to either do give cash or don't give cash. There's certain instances, someone who really needs cash, give them cash. They say for the, anyway, some stats on that. But if you're just going to give an Amazon gift card or some cash, it means, you know what, I didn't have time for you this year, and I didn't really appreciate your gift to me. So I'm not going to claim grace here, because grace didn't happen in my book. That's what a $50 Amazon gift card means. It means I didn't have time for you. So, but here's a little tip. For college students and kids, instead of giving them a card and $20, here's an idea. Give them, or wedding gifts, they're broke, right? They're young, newlyweds. Give them put a $100 bill in there, and then it's in an envelope, white envelope, write on there their name, and then put an extra like $4.38 in there. So they get $104.38. Every time they come up, Uncle Dave. So like, what's up with the random number? And I go, well, I was going to get you a card for $4.38, but I thought you would want cash instead. So I put it in a white envelope and I gave you the $4.38 instead of a card. And they go, you're great, Uncle Dave. You're great, Uncle Dave. That's a great idea. So give for college students and kids and all that, give them cash, don't give them a card. No problem. So if you're going to give them something, give quality. Don't give something that will go into the trash. So think about how long will it be before this gift goes into a trash can. Be thinking about that. How long is this going to last? A year? Is this going to last? It doesn't have, not a dollar amount, but it's a quality. Is it going to last 6 months? Is it 30 days before it's in a trash can? Or is this a 30-year gift? And just because it'll last 30 years doesn't mean that it's expensive. And is it going to be handed off to other people and pass it around? Is it going to have a good life, travel in the world, or is it going to go to a trash can into a landfill in 6 months? So be thinking about the quality. That goes along with giving the timeless gifts. So when you have, hey, you don't see people very often who wear a shirt that has a date on it, like the something 2017 triathlon, in Benbrook triathlon. 2017. So try to get something that's not bad, not fatty, might be cool for a little bit. You know it's not going to be going for a while. Desk pads, mouse pads are kind of going away. You want to give something that's a timeless gift rather than something that's kind of faddish that will go away here pretty soon. So that's what we have for corporate gifts. What I want to encourage you guys to do is, here's how you start. Oh, no, I have a couple more, sorry. Give a personal gift. So like I was saying, if you know them, now don't give it to like people you don't really know their like middle name, but like if you know them, you have a good relationship with them, you might want to consider marriage books. Every marriage needs a tune-up. So the 5 love languages, love and respect, his needs, her needs. We just got a new one. We're always working on our marriage. So we can be better for each other. You affect them personally, and I promise you, they will never forget you. So it's $11. It's $11. Could be the best gift that you could ever give. I tell husbands, give a gift, give the book to the wife with coupons, the Love and Respect book. Hey, honey, it's 11 chapters, 11 coupons. You can call me out anytime, you can hand me the coupon. And you sit down on that bed and you read that book, and that could be the best gift that she's ever gotten. And of course, guess what? So then he says to me, can you give me coupons? And he's like, so cool, daughter or sister? And the guy's like, well, you don't think I'm doing a very good job with this wedding, this marriage, or disrespect. So, anyway, speaking of gifts, if you know them well, give them a personal gift. And be careful with gifting food and drinks, because you never know if they're recovering alcoholic or their spouses, if they have food restrictions. It's in one end, out the other in no time. They'll forget your gift. A lot of times the food basket is re-gifted anyways. Unless it's got a lot of really good stuff, I always give those away. But if I look in there and it's pretty sweet, I'm going to keep it. But generally, I don't remember I remember one person who gave me a food basket. So be careful about food baskets. They rot, they go bad, they're forgotten in no time. And it does feel like it's the easy button. Give gifts to their inner circle. So we were in Rwanda one time, and with this ministry we're involved with, African New Life. If you want to sponsor a kid, African New Life Ministry is super great. You can go visit your kid. So we're over there. The biggest lawyer in America was there. He had just sold his firm. Michael Clayton was his, and they made a movie about him. And he was out of D.C. His wife had got involved in something. She cared about it. And so he cares about what his wife cares about. So he was on Newman's Own Foundation. So they're trying to give away all, Newman's Own salad dressing and all this stuff. They give away all their profit, like 100% of the profit goes to, I think they have like $1 billion now they're trying to give away. And so he's on the board. So he goes to Rwanda because that was his wife's thing. He goes, whatever my wife is into, I'm into. But I couldn't get him to go. Nobody else could get him to go, but the wife can get him to go. The spouse can get him to go. So he's on the couch bawling, like everyone does him to go for the first couple times. And he was like, now my heart is tied to Rwanda, African New Life Ministries. So give to the gatekeepers, give to administrative assistants. If you can give to the spouse, if you can give to these other people other than them, they get so many gifts. And the spouse, the other people don't get gifts. If you can give to them, it goes a long ways. Be considerate of their time. So, hey, how about a fishing trip? Hey, how about a trip to go with us to talk about the medicine? How about a basketball game? How about, and they're thinking, okay, yeah, one more night away from my family. Honestly, one more night away from my family. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of pass. Or they'll feel bad, they'll give it away to someone because they don't. If you're working a lot, you don't want just one more thing to do. So be considerate of their time. Say no to low quality gifts. I think that's pretty much self-explanatory. It's better to not give a gift than to give them a crap gift. So, and then give practical gifts. Give something they'll actually use. So we had a doctor, a lady who worked for a doctor group. I met her somewhere, and she said, "Oh, Saddleback leather." She goes, "Listen, we give your bags out to all of our doctors." And one of the doctors came up to us and said, "Actually, a gift that I'll keep. Thank you. It's a gift that he'll keep." And so that's our slogan for the corporate giving is a gift they'll actually keep, but something they'll use. They'll use it every day. The better you can get a gift that they'll use, the better. And then give creative gifts. And that might be a gift to give away. And you give a gift in November. Here's a white elephant gift for you to give away. So I gave and so what do you give a billionaire? Here's a great gift. You'd never be able to find it. And you can give it away at a white elephant gift party. And they'll hold on to it for maybe a year. Oh, one day you can use it. This is great. I got my uncle once. The guy was holding a basket, and he had a knife. It was a statue, little 12-inch tall statue. And he was holding the knife, and there was a pig on his back that was slit open, and the knife was red. And he was holding a basket like he was gutting the pig. And I was like, oh oh, Uncle Pat's gonna love this gift. I bought my sister an old trumpet. I found him in the mountains of Mexico at this little drum place. It was from 1908 from France. She sold it on eBay. She was really in eBay selling everything she could on eBay at the time. And so I got her a gift she could give away. She could sell and make money. It was really fun. Say no, like I said earlier, to generic gift cards. If you're going to get a gift card, get one from Saddleback Leather. That's an option. Or a cool company you like. Something neat and cool and fun that you're interested in too, something cool. And there are a lot of those companies around. Ask around your office, hey, who do you guys follow? What are you into? Oh, I like this one knife company, or I like this one shoe company, or these guys sell socks, or amazing socks. Give those rather than Amazon. That's such a cop-out on gifts. And if you guys do that, offense was meant. I meant to offend you. And make it simple. So try and don't make it a big elaborate gift, make it simple. So don't complicate with your personalization. That's a big deal. We have laser machines and we do stamping and all of that stuff at our factory. We have make a little die, it's pretty cool. We stamp the company name in, either stamp it in or laser it in, or you can have it raised. There are different things to do it. But just talk to them. Hey, where do you put the stamp? Oh, well, everyone always puts it on the bottom right-hand side. Oh, okay, great. Don't go around the office. Where do you think we should put the stamp on this thing? Just do. No one will even notice if you just trust us. This is from our side. If you do us a favor, let's make it easy. It's like you put it where you guys feel it should go. Or we will take advice, but this is where don't complicate that. And the more you complicate it, the more of a chance it's not going to arrive on time. And so here's what I say: how do you get started in gift giving? The way you get good at playing guitar is by playing guitar. The way you get good at making videos is by making videos. Public speaking by public speaking. The way you get good at gift giving is by doing it. That's the trick. The way you get good at writing is by writing. So if you want to become a great gift giver, just start doing it. So you go, well, I don't know, what should I get for the company? I don't know. Start, give them something. If you've been kind of neglecting your vendors, you've been neglecting the people who bring your success, start. That's the trick. The trick is you get good at it by doing it. And anyway, that's our hope, is that you'll just start. And you can start in your own personal life. If you're not a generous person, you can start. So I think to quote Zig Ziglar, I had lunch with him one time, by the way, that was cool. Did he say that? Today's the first day of the rest of your life? I think he said that. Anyway, you can, who's that?
I agree with that.
Okay. He was a great guy. Zig Ziglar is a great guy. Start. So today would be a great day. Today is what, October 14th. October 14th. And so you bring a gift to someone who you love, and you say, hey, I got a little gift for you. And they go, huh? Why? Oh, just because you've been so special. Because they said so. Because you've been so good. You've brought me so much goodness that I thought I would want to share that. This is grace, actually. You can teach the word grace. Most people don't know what grace means. The two takeaways that I was thinking about that, could have been 6 takeaways, but then you don't remember anything. So I would say, be a grace-filled or a graceful person, and you'll never go wrong. And people say, on your tombstone, there lies a man, there lies a woman full of grace. Now that would be the tombstone of all tombstones, I think. And if you haven't been, you can start today. And you can just, you know what I did? I got a bunch of, I was at the bank getting these $2 bills, and I got a bunch of 50-cent coins. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot they make those. So I'm going to be giving these out to people, not you guys. You guys don't get $2 bills. And then I got some dollar coins here, some dollar coins. I still remember a guy, and he gave out $1 to a kid, and the kid's like, What'd you give this to me for? Just to give it to you? I was like, I still remember that. And so just be generous, especially now coming on time for Christmas. This is the time to start practicing gifts. You start learning what people like, their expressions, what you can say, what you can write on the note. This is the time, this is the way you become a great gift giver. So anyway, that's all we've got, folks, and I really hope that this will help give you some structure around your gift giving thoughts. Any questions? This is my coffin. I made a coffin once in Mexico, and it was super sweet. On national TV, it was really cool. But there's my coffin. Just FYI. Any questions about gift giving or anything?
You sound like you're a person that has been doing this a while. What if you're a person who really wants to do this, but does not easily understand what would be valuable to somebody else or what they would really be interested in? What hints can you give to begin that process?
Well, what do you like? So what I found designing bags, I don't have to design something for everyone in the world. I design stuff for me that I like, and then I make it. And then I find that other people who have my same tastes, and then it's pretty easy. Like they go, this is really cool. So if you give gifts, that you ask questions, sort of dig in. You know what, this is really strange. Most people don't ask other people questions. That's really, just listen to that. When you go to meet other people, how many ask you questions besides, hey, so what do you do? And that's even weird. But like, hey, so where are you from? So how do you get involved in it? Oh, well, what about it do you like? So I tell people, ask 5 questions. That's a great question. Ask 5 questions to people. And so where are you from? Oh, really? What brought you over here? Really? So what do they do? Oh, really? This is where you want to, where would you love to live? Ask questions, and as you're asking people questions, in particular, you can direct them. What do you, ask them questions, you'll find something. So where'd you go to college? There you go, there's an idea. Oh, so what's your favorite team? Oh, what kind of, you like sports? Oh, Formula One, really? That's only that? Oh, you're starting to look at the gifts. So, but if you like it, that's a good thing. If you would put it on your desk, or you like it, there's a good chance that they'll like it too.
So, I love your videos that you do. You guys have really clever videos, and I was thinking about how I could copy this or make a knockoff of this of one of your videos, and I just love that video. Do you get, this is Mark's business question, do you get a lot of business from those videos, or is it just like a personal hobby that you like doing?
No, I do that for business. So we get a ton of. I did this video on this phone case. It's an iPhone case, and we form it and we soak it, form it, shave it, tie it together, and then we trim it. And it's just solid leather case. So I was at the factory. And I said, this is super cool. And so I did a little video of them making it. Gave it to our filmmaker. He cut it together. We got 14 million views on this thing. And our sales went up in Russia, our sales went up all over you started seeing sales like shipping to all these other places when this video came out. So no words, it was just the sound of the factory. We did a how to knock off a bag video, and I was explaining to the knocker offers, here's how you do it cheaper. And that, it just keeps on giving that video. It was fantastic. So, no, here's the thing too, if people feel that they can relate to you, and you can usually tell in a few seconds from facial muscles and stuff like that, if that person's a person you can trust, or if they're kind of a shyster, you can pick that up. We subconsciously pick that up pretty quickly. And 5 to 8 seconds maybe. And so a video, if you're a jerk, don't do videos. But if you're a nice person, do videos. If you're a really kind and good person, do videos. People will, yeah, it's good.
So that video, the first final video, was the 240-second video that we did before we actually got one from water traffic. So we just did videos until we wanted to find them.
Yeah, they were terrible videos. Yeah, that was over 242 or 22 or something like that, of all the videos we did, all of them at 300, 600, 1,200 views, and then boom, 500,000 right away. Like radio interviews, NPR, all this stuff on the video on how to knock off a bag. And so if you want to get good at doing videos, a little marketing advice, do videos. Just do videos and educate people on finances and security. Watch out, if your beacon's going for IT security, ask them these questions. Just, that's a marketing thing. So free gift. There's a free gift. Marketing.
Did you guys watch the Apple reveal yesterday?
Yes, we did.
And what do you think about that new magnetic technology they've got? How's that going to affect your business?
So I'm glad the magnets are in it, because we don't do anything with magnets or zippers or any breakable parts. But we can put a metal plate in there, stick stuff to it. So
Will it make it easier for you to make the case?
Easier, so it's really cool. So that was a pretty fancy phone they were launched yesterday. That'd be great for business.
Good.
Any more questions? Before you walk off, I just wanted to ask one thing. That piece of advice that you provided about we should do videos and we should not, was that specific to Mitchell or?
If you're an entrepreneur, if you have your own business or work at a business, you should do videos. Videos is, a picture's worth 1,000 words. A video is worth a whole lot more than that.
And I wish that I had seen this presentation before we had this gift for you. Hopefully our heart was in the right place.
Thank you very much. Thank you for another time to put them out. Hey, really do appreciate this. Really do. This will go to you.